Hello, 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 hello to all of my beautiful and diverse friends, and welcome to Tufted Owl Cottage. I am the recently quite reinvented Mama Violet, and I am so happy to be back here with you today. I was beginning to wonder if I would ever get to see you again. But somehow we always overcome obstacles, don't we? Yes. So today, as is traditional for me and my channel here, I would like to perform a Reiki healing on you. And what I was thinking is, one of the things that I have observed as of late that is completely understandable from the last couple of years is that we are struggling to reconnect to one another. We are able to connect to one another over a screen when it's easy to turn things off. But I'm finding that mannerisms and, even commonalities like respect are something that we are all kind of really struggling with when it comes to coming together again as this whole collective. And a pandemic, of course, is going to affect that, so it's 100% understandable. But I think that maybe sometimes we need a reminder to our heart that can carry up into our throat chakra to remind us to have empathy and sympathy for one another and to speak to each other in such a manner that we just really exude that love for one another. So anyway, there's a saying by Helen Keller, and I wanted to tell you what it was because it really is what inspired me to do this video. Hold on, I don't want to misquote her. So I have this book that I've been reading. And it's not only aesthetically beautiful, but it's been very helpful to me. It's called Mindfulness by Wendy Hobson. I think I got it at Barnes & Noble. And one of the sayings in it is by Helen Keller, and it's, although the world is full of suffering, it is full also of the overcoming of it. I thought that was really beautiful. So today I just kind of wanted us to all come down a notch or two and take time to think of one another and just be here with each other and remember how incredibly lucky and blessed and amazing how blessed we are and how amazing it is to hold this space on the planet right now with the people that are here with us. If you just think about someone that you admire, maybe it's someone you have a crush on, maybe it's your children, someone that you love or admire or look to for inspiration. Think about how incredibly blessed you are to hold space on this planet with that person right now. And think of how amazing it is that we are even gifted to be here. I think it's like a 1 in 400 million chance that we even become a human being. It's incredible and amazing that we even have that privilege. So I just want us to get back to realizing that while like the ocean and the beach We are each an individual, and no one else is like us, and no one else can make a mold of us or a copycat of us. However, it takes every single one of us to create this incredible collective. And I know that I've had people tell me we are so small and we are this speck of dust in the universe. But here's the way I see it. We are as big as we need to be for one another. We are literally as big as we need to be for one another. And that's all that matters. Because what matters is what's here in our lives right in front of us, and that we can connect with one another and exist as this beautiful collective. So I thought we would work on the heart chakra and kind of bring up the ability to have that empathy and those emotions to the throat chakra. Today we're going to try and remove some of those blockages from that throat chakra, okay? So I am so glad that you can be with me here at Tufted Owl Cottage. I'm so excited. It's almost hard for me to keep my ASMR voice with this one because I'm just so happy and thankful to be back here with you. So, if you don't mind, and if I have your permission, we're going to go ahead and start the Reiki session with the heart and throat chakra to allow us to understand one another and speak from the heart to each other. Okay. So, as is tradition, please forgive my squeaky floor. As is tradition with me, we are going to start with a candle. And the lighting of this flame just really allows us to have a proxy light that burns. At the end of the session, I usually blow the candle out and cover you in this very protective smoke. This candle being lit is a symbol and allows you to come back to this video anytime you want. It defies time and space. Whether it's a day, a month, or 10 years from now, you're always, always welcome here at Tufted Owl Cottage. So, without further ado, oh, and one more thing. I'm waiting on my tuning fork, but I wanted to kind of clear our space today, so after I light our candle, I have a very little wind chime friend that's going to be our space clearer today. We're going to use that sound to clear this space. And I chose this one not only because it's tiny and delicate, but because it actually has a monarch butterfly on it. And as we were talking about before, monarch butterflies, while they are an individual unit and they often travel alone, they cannot survive unless they are able to meet with their collective from time to time along their journey. And it includes eating and drinking and being with one another, and that is how they re-energize. So I thought that was a very appropriate sound bath for today. So anyway, okay, let me get our candle. Okay, so I chose this incredible candle from Yankee Candle called Sun and Sand. I figured that was appropriate, not only for this video, but, you know, for the theme of the video. So anyway, okay, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and light our beautiful candle that literally smells like we just left the beach. You know, that smell of when you've had sunscreen on and you've got sand on you and you smell like that beachy breeze. This candle smells just like that. So. I light this candle in the hope, prayer, and wish that we all not only find our individuality, but that we find a way to be a part of the collective once again through empathy, sympathy, and love. Okay. So, I thought we would start with our sound bath. And again, this is a very delicate wind chime, and I'm kind of getting to know this equipment, so it should be very interesting to see how this turns out. So. This is our little butterfly friend. And we are going to use her to kind of clear the aura, just very delicately. We want this to be gentle and quiet because when we're dealing with our aura in such a sensitive subject, it's ever so gentle and delicate, being sensitive to the soft colors and the gentleness of your aura. There we go. Across the heart chakra and across one more time. Good. Okay. Take our little butterfly and put her away now. Okay. Now, warm my hands up, and we're going to be using chakra today. And Holdzai symbols to help to clear and open things up for you between your heart chakra and your throat chakra to allow that pathway to open you up to empathy and sympathy when we speak to one another, okay? So, I'm going to start by just a little bit of pulling with the heart chakra, just a little bit here, just to kind of open that emotional floodgate up, and in the process, get rid of any blockages that might be disallowing you from feeling that sympathy and empathy for one another, okay? So, just going to wind that up and allow that to be transmuted back into the universe and renewed as good and useful energy, okay? Again, we're not removing anything. You're not ready to let go of. Only blockages that don't serve you right now, okay? A little bit more from the heart. Just releasing what we don't need. There we go. Very good. Okay. Wind that up and release. Very good. Okay. Now we've kind of cleared that pathway a bit. Yeah. Always feels good to clear out that heart energy. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move up just a touch to that throat. That beautiful, beautiful opening that allows us to speak our truth, but speak it with respect and love for one another. Okay? So, go ahead and open up that heart chakra. Please forgive my imperfect nails. Okay. Opening. And then kind of pluck from there a bit as well. Winding. And transmuting that out into the universe once again, okay? Plucking, plucking, plucking. Winding. And blowing that out into the universe. Now for this one, I'd like you to take a deep or shallow breath in, whichever is comfortable for you. And breathe out. That's right. Good. Very, very good. Good job. Okay, we're going to do that one more time, okay? To hold this and take a deep or shallow breath in, whatever is comfortable for you. Good, very good. Just clearing those pathways so that you have that ability to speak your mind, but from your heart. Now we're going to kind of smooth that over. That line between the heart and the throat chakra, just kind of smooth that over. Just like that. Then we're actually going to raise our vibrations. So we want to bring those vibrations up. And raise to one another's needs and understanding. So raise those vibrations, raise those vibrations, raise those vibrations. Good. And to keep that good energy flowing, we're going to use a chakra. Chakra, chakra. Ready, one more time. Chakra, chakra, chakra. Good. I can feel this collective gentleness and calm coming over the collective right now, and it's the most amazing, pleasant feeling. It's so nice. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and use the symbol relaxation in 3 times for the heart and 3 times for the throat. Okay? Relaxation in, relaxation in, relaxation in. And for the throat, relaxation in, relaxation in, relaxation in. Good. Very good. We just want to have that open pathway between the heart and the throat, allowing you to speak to me and me to speak to you with a calmness and a strength that we've been missing for quite a while now. And really, when you find your ability to speak to another person with that calmness and that strength, it also calms our own minds, lowers our blood pressure, allowing our body to heal better and relax. And that, in and of itself, raises our own vibrations. And when our vibrations have risen, we exude that power and that energy to others, which essentially influences them. If you've ever been in a room with a lot of different people, and there's usually one person that can really just light up the room. And they have this incredible vibration about them, and people are just drawn to them, and they want to be near them, and they want to be close to them. And that's what I want for you. I want you to have the respect of that solitude when you need it, but I also want others to be drawn to you and to me when we need that as well. When a Reiki healer performs a healing, essentially they're also performing it on themselves. And one of the things that I know that I have to do is thwart myopia and really think through and observe what others need instead of just my own needs. And I really felt like this today was a need for both of us. So, just spend a moment to be grateful and thankful for all that we do have and everyone in our life, and realize that if we are ready to go another path in our life or be somewhere else, then it's time to do that, so that we are happier and healthier for one another as well as ourselves. So, okay. Now, if it's okay, I'm going to just kind of fluff your aura out a little bit after it was cleansed, just to meld and blend those colors back together. Top of you. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Now we're going to smooth you over just a bit. Very good. You are so incredible and amazing, and I'm so happy to be back here with you. Trying to contain my excitement to be back here with you. Okay. So, I bring you calm and peace, and hope that all your days are filled with relaxation, realization, and empathy as much as you may need. For my empaths, please remember that when it gets to be too much and you need to take a break and re-energize, that's okay. Please do that. Please do that. Because taking a break away and re-energizing and having some solitude is also what allows us as a collective to love and empathize and respect one another. Please never hesitate to take that time for yourself as well. But I know that many of us have come to this point where we need that sense of community again. We need that collective togetherness again. And I wish this for each and every person that needs this so very much. So, this time I'm going to get my candle again. We're going to blow it out together, and I'm going to cover you in this protective smoke, symbolizing your greater good, symbolizing an encompassment and a cover, if you will, of protection that you can come back and receive any time that you might need it. So, okay. Sun and sand, sand and water. Each individual grain of sand and each individual molecule of the water is a separate and individual entity. But without each and every grain of sand and each and every molecule in the water, the beach would not exist. The surf of the beautiful blue ocean would not exist. And without one another, we don't exist either. I've seen movies, and I'm sure that you have too, that are a situation where someone wakes up and they realize they're the last person on earth. And the common theme of all of those films is that nothing material matters anymore. Money, name brand, jewelry, none of it matters. All that matters is the essentials and to find another human being. So, keeping this in mind, I'm going to blow out the candle. Cover you in the protective smoke. In the hope and the prayer, no matter who your source is, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, guardian angels, that they will always be there with you and always remind you that you are a unique individual, you are incredible, and you are a very important part of our collective. Thank you so very much for joining me this evening. I am so grateful for you. I am so thankful to be back. And you are welcome anytime here at Tufted Cottage. And you are welcome to come visit Mama Violet anytime you like. So, without further ado, I hope you have the sweetest sleep and the most restful relaxation. Until I see you again, my friends, very soon, Namaste, sweet and diverse friends.